The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello and welcome. I would like to welcome you all to moving from AutoCAD to Revit. In this webinar, we will see the two softwares. My name is Vasilis Polonifis, and I'm an application engineer and BIM specialist at Alphanetrics. We will wait a few more minutes in order to have more attendance. Just 2 more minutes, most probably. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vasilis Polonifis. I'm an application engineer and a BIM specialist at Alphanetrics. Let's move forward. Alphanetrics is a gold partner of Autodesk in Cyprus and Greece. We will speak about AutoCAD and Revit, the two most used softwares of Autodesk in the construction industry. The two different approaches. They aim to satisfy the needs of architects and engineers. In this webinar, we will present the main points in order to transition from AutoCAD 2D design to Revit BIM design. What we gain from each software and when we design with them, what do we lose? Okay, let's move forward. Next slide. This is the main slide of this webinar. The positives of AutoCAD are known to all of us, I believe so. Fast drafting. Everyone uses some form of AutoCAD, many with different experience levels. Many different companies use it for their products. Thus, there are many things surrounding AutoCAD, from blogs, libraries, even whole, let's say, softwares add-ons are in AutoCAD. In comparison, Revit is a younger but still old enough product with newer procedures, more organized, and like AutoCAD, it has many different products that from different companies supporting it. In this slide, we present all the positives and the negatives of the two designing software. We will follow with a small demonstration of the features of both softwares and how they approach design at practice, and see the comparison. Okay. So we will start with AutoCAD. Here is the master file, let's say, of AutoCAD. This is a Snowdon Towers, let's say, for example. And this is the long view, let's say, of software master file, AutoCAD master file, where the plans are, let's say, some vertical direction, floor plans. We have the elevations here, some sections here, and all the other drawings that we need will float around in practice depending on the designer. Let's say, sorry. Okay, so this is the revision 1, let's say. and we want to make some changes in order to have it as a live demo. In AutoCAD, there are small changes and big changes. For example, if I move all these stairs, this is the parking space, and I move all this to the left, let's say for half a meter, we see that we have to correct each line and all the walls most probably, and we also have to change the stairs in each floor. Let's say you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 floors, and following that we will have to do the sections. Because this is inside the building, the elevations will not have something to change about them. Most probably there may be some windows here, who knows. We have to remember every small detail. Also, there is small change. This is a big change. Let's say it affects all the drawings. In the small changes, let's say I go here, I delete this partition. This is parking space. I move this in the middle and take this one and move it to the next one because the numbering changes. And here I delete the number that is not needed anymore. Also, I have to delete the rectangle, and even if it is a small change, I have to make all the changes manually by hand and remember, even if there is an Excel, let's say, with all the parking slots, I have to adjust that also. So the bottom line is that there are many disconnected pieces of information everywhere. Okay, it is fast. You can design this faster than Revit for the floor plan, but everything is like breaks down in lines and even this section, let's say, for example. So, in contrast, let me open Revit. This is the building. Okay, I can go from to the left here. Is the project browser. Okay, in this project browser, I have all the views, the views here. Let's say I can go to the parking lot. I believe this is parking. I'll double click. Okay, this is the parking lot. I can make the same changes if I want. And here we have the, let's say, the legend or whatever legends that we need, and the schedules. Let's say door schedule here. Also, this is automatically generated when you place a door inside the project. And here are the seats. The seats are the things that we print. Let's say I select the first floor plan seat. As you see, Revit is like a little bit slower than AutoCAD, but you have to remember that this in the computer I have all the software open simultaneously with the live recording also. Here you see the, let's say, first floor plan. Okay, and let's see how you make a change, a simple change. The first floor plan has inside it two things: the schedule, which is here, and the view, which is here. This thing here, the legend, let's say, is generated automatically from the file name, from the owner drone. We can change stuff as here, let's say description, revision, etc. And we can add more stuff if we need to. Let's say many will be familiar with viewports, some may not. But let's say I go to the drawing and I find the, let's say, this door here. Okay, 107B. I can go inside here. I can delete this door. The tag goes away with the door. Okay, and you can see here in the door schedule, if you look closely, 107A, 107C, there is no B. Now, if I do undo here, there will be the door will be undone, the deletion. Here you can see the 107B. And if I go here in the drawing, everything is in the same place because I did undo. The same thing in AutoCAD, you will have to do undo in every zoom, in every view, in everything that you did, and most probably you will not reach the same point because it only has like 50 undos available. The next thing we need to present here is how do you create documentation from each program. Here in AutoCAD, pressing Ctrl P, most people will choose a window, create a legend there, apply see the preview, everything is inside, make some adjustments, most probably for the colors. Okay, and then the scale, you have to write the scale here, and then be sure again you did everything okay, and then print a single page, pressing here. In Revit, go to Revit, close this menu, not to have it open. In Revit, I just go to the, this is I'm inside, I was inside the viewport. No matter how, if I zoom out or zoom in, because this is a sheet, it does not change. And if I want to change the scale, I go here, from there I choose the scale. I can see every legend, can check every layout, let's say for example, another area. Okay, if it is everything is similar, this is automatically updated, and then I can, when I check all the sheets, I have checked all the sheets, I can simply press the printer here, select which sheets I want to print, preview maybe, print all together. Select and then print by pressing OK. The same process, but in the one case I make, let's say, one drawing per, let's say, the same time. In this case, in Revit, I can create all the binder for all these drawings together. Another thing is that I can print also, let's say, let me find. Here you saw the door schedule, let's say, and you can see there is some, let's say, I can have the cover inside, or I can have the 3D views inside the same binder, or I can have the schedule here. 3D views are, it takes more time to load. But also, with this setup, with Revit setup, you can link to other let's say software to do automation, to have automated links with other softwares. For example, it's like Twinmotion, which is inside the Revit. I can link this model import here. This is the Revit link, and here is all the building, the same things. It's automatically all the setup. Here is all the stuff that goes inside the Revit. And can adjust the materials by buckle, let's say all the glasses or all the bricks, etc. Create some images, exports, even videos, much faster than it would be doing that inside Revit. In AutoCAD, in 2D design, most obviously, they export it to some other 3D modeling software to make the 3D building, the most usual workflow. So let's close with the live demonstration and go back to the presentation. So we covered all the most obvious demerits of the AutoCAD. We see that Revit is not, let's say, flawless. Let's say it gets slower as it has all the information inside it, but there is ways to make it work faster in production. Let's say, as it is with Revit and BIM Collaborate Pro. Revit by default has a project browser with documentation and everything set up, so there is no capability to have all this floating drawing inside the model, etc. And every information is linked, complete information on the model, one source of truth in comparison to disjoint information. How to transition? This is a tip for everyone who want to start this endeavor. The following checklist states the steps. You must create. The first is the BIM transition plan. Okay, it will follow this setup 1 to 6 most obviously. Most important part is like to have to put together a champion team who will take the responsibility and to implement all these procedures. Train for BIM on Revit with BIM Collaborate Pro if you're in cloud, or for local network connectivity if you are on the server, on the local server. Choose a mid-size pilot project to start with. The Snowden Towers is a mid-size to big one because there is many floors with the same format, but it will help you see the added value as in step 5 and evaluate what you want to do better for the next project. Let's start this video. We'll see how Revit with work sharing with BIM Collaborate Pro cooperates in order to make Revit faster than even AutoCAD. So here we are with Felipe, here on top of the right. Felipe wants to move these walls to the right, takes the move tool, selects them. There is an error here who says that Olivier has the ownership of these walls, because Philippe is interior design. So Olivier, who is the architect on this project, receives the request. Okay, he can grant or deny the request. The items, he grants the request. So Felipe goes back and repeats the process, and now successfully can work the walls to the left. The decision for an architectural office to move from AutoCAD to Revit is not a dilemma of when, now or later. It is clear in the present. The future hosts a myriad of tools that are based on BIM. Co-writing with Revit and BIM Collaborate Pro is in order to fast-pace the 3D building design, carrying with it all the quantities and the materials, BOQs, is the shortest and the most sure way to quantify profit and deliver quality drawings and buildings. We have to aim for success, so it will come. Thank you for your attention. I'm Vasilis Polonifis from Alphametrics. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe in Facebook and LinkedIn. For any information needed, you will find us on the info at alphametrics.point.gr. Here is the contact information and the site for our company if you want to see the services and the products that we provide. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, you can raise your hand pressing the raise hand in the GoToWebinar. Okay, and see you soon on the next webinar. Have a nice afternoon. Goodbye from me.